Let's be honest, screens are everywhere. From TVs and tablets to smartphones and video games, kids are growing up in a digital world. And while technology can be amazing, it helps kids learn, stay entertained, and even connect with friends. It can also become a problem when screen time gets out of control. Have you ever tried telling your child to turn off their favorite show, and suddenly, it's like you just announced the end of the world? Or maybe you've managed to set some limits, only to find them sneaking in extra screen time when they think you're not looking? Trust me, you're not alone. The good news is that there are ways to create a healthy balance. In today's video, we'll share 5 practical ways to limit screen time for kids without power struggles, tantrums, or constant battles. Let's dive in. First, set clear and consistent screen time rules. Imagine walking into a candy store where all the treats are free and no one tells you how many you can have. You'd probably eat as much as possible, right? That's how kids feel about screens. If there are no clear rules, they'll use as much as they can. That's why setting clear and consistent screen time limits is the first step. Instead of vague rules like less screen time, try something more specific. You can watch TV for 30 minutes after homework. You can play video games for 1 hour on weekends. No screens at the dinner table or 1 hour before bedtime. The key here is consistency. If one day they get unlimited screen time and the next day it's strictly limited, they'll be confused and more likely to push back. Stick to the rules you set, and over time, they'll adapt. Here's a pro tip. Use visual timers. A simple kitchen timer or a countdown on their tablet can help kids transition off screens without a meltdown. Additionally, you can involve your kids in the process. Ask them, what do you think is a fair amount of screen time each day? When they feel heard, they're more likely to follow the rules. Second, create screen-free zones in your home. Now, let's talk about where screens are being used. Have you noticed how screens have started creeping into every part of daily life? At the dinner table, in bedrooms, even in the car? A great way to naturally limit screen time is by designating screen-free zones in your home. For example, no screens at the dinner table. Encourage conversation and family bonding instead. No screens in the bedroom. This helps prevent late-night scrolling or sneaky YouTube watching. No screens in the car. Use this time for chatting, playing games like I Spy, or listening to audiobooks. At first, kids might resist, but if you make screen-free spaces a normal part of your home, they'll get used to it. And guess what? They'll probably start filling that time with more creative, active, or meaningful activities. Here's a pro tip. Make screen-free zones fun and inviting. If the dinner table is a no-screen zone, keep a conversation jar with fun questions like, what was the best part of your day? Or if you could have any superpower, what would it be? For bedrooms, create a cozy reading nook with comfy pillows and books. When kids see these areas as enjoyable spaces rather than no-screen zones, they'll be more willing to follow the rules. Third, encourage alternative activities. Speaking of activities, here's a little secret. The best way to reduce screen time isn't just taking screens away. It's offering something better. Think about it. When kids are glued to screens, it's usually because they're bored or don't know what else to do. So, instead of just saying, turn off the TV, give them fun alternatives. Encourage creative activities, drawing, painting, crafting, building with Legos. Encourage reading time. Let them pick out fun books or graphic novels. Encourage outdoor play. Encourage bike riding, soccer, or even a nature walk. Offer music and dance. Play their favorite songs and have a dance-off. When kids have engaging activities that excite them, they naturally spend less time on screens. And if you join in, even better. A family game night or a fun DIY project can be way more appealing than another hour of cartoons. Here's a pro tip. Keep a basket of books or art supplies in the living room, or set up a cozy reading nook. When kids have other options, they're less likely to default to screens. Fourth, be a role model. Okay, let's be real for a second. Have you ever told your child to put down their tablet while scrolling on your own phone? No judgment. We've all been there. But here's the thing. Kids watch what we do more than they listen to what we say. If you want them to limit screen time, You have to model healthy screen habits yourself. Try this. Put your phone away during family time. Turn off the TV when no one's watching. Avoid mindless scrolling in front of your kids. Instead, let them see you reading a book, cooking, working on a puzzle, or spending time outdoors. When they see you choosing other activities over screens, they'll be more likely to follow your lead. Here's a pro tip. Make it a family challenge. No screens after 7 p.m. Let's all do something fun together. Fifth, use technology to your advantage. Here's a simple mindset shift that makes a huge difference. Screen time should be earned, not expected. Instead of automatically allowing screens, tie it to responsibilities. For example, you could say, after you finish your homework, you can have 90 minutes of screen time. If you clean up your toys, you can watch a couple of episodes of your favorite show. When we've had outdoor playtime, then we can use screens. This approach teaches kids that screens aren't an all-day activity. They're a bonus that comes after other important things. It also helps prevent tantrums because they know the expectation up front. Here's pro tip. If they refuse to follow the rules, stay calm and remind them. Screen time is something we earn by taking care of our responsibilities. No arguments are needed. And there you have it. 5 simple but effective ways to limit screen time for kids. Set clear and consistent screen time rules. Create screen-free zones in your home. Encourage fun, alternative activities. Led by example. Use screen time as a privilege, not a right. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate screens completely. It's about finding a healthy balance that works for your family. With consistency, patience, and a little creativity, you'll see a huge difference in your child's screen habits. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite ways to limit screen time in your home? Drop a comment below. We can't wait to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with other parents who might need these tips. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.